Thank you for listening to REED-BBS.
REED-BBS, BBS. Sort of like the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot sightings or Halley's Comet. Every so often, Mr. Gary Russell Jr., 2008 U.S. Olympian, he'll be seen or he'll be heard, something to that effect. He'll let us know he's still in existence. Now, he doesn't fight that often. He's been on about a 1 fight per year diet, but better part of the last 10 years almost. Most recently, he fought and lost to Mark Maxayo and was rehabbing his shoulder, where he said he started to take an interest and really start to peep. My dude, my bruh, my Tomodachi, Naoya Inoue. And with that, Russell admits he was rooting for Cool Boy Steph, but it didn't work out for Cool Boy Steph, as we now know. And Russell said he's interested in an Inoue fight. On paper, that'd be good. It's not realistic. Russell, he wants some money. It's a cash out opportunity, basically. The inactivity would lead to Gary Russell getting his ass whooped too. Like, just putting it out there, keeping it a buck. In addition to being 5 years younger, Inoue is way more active. And lack of activity means you're stale, which is what Gary Russell would be, a stale, old, small fighter in there with a live, dynamic, hard-punching killer. That wouldn't end well. So let's get to the real purpose of this video. That's Naoya Inoue attempting to become undisputed at his second weight class, that being 122 pounds versus MARLON Tapales, the Nightmare. Mr. Tapales, he has the IBF and WBA titles at 122. He's also a former WBO champion at 118. And of course, Inoue has the WBC and WBO titles at the same weight. Former WBC champ at 108, former WBO champ at 115, and former undisputed champion of the world at 118 pounds. Inoue, he's the second Japanese 4-weight champion in boxing history. He's the first undisputed 3 or 4 belt Asian fighter in history. First undisputed in the 3 or 4 belt era Asian fighter ever. I said he was the second Japanese 4-weight champ. The first Japanese 4-weight champ was Kazuto Ioka. Inoue, so once him and Tapales fight, this will mark the very first undisputed champion in the history of the 122-pound super bantamweight / junior featherweight division. I'm talking Wilfredo Gomez, the Moraleses, the Barreras, you name it. There's never been an undisputed champion at 122 pounds, and Inoue is on target to be such. That's gangster. That's gangster. I believe he's also the first Japanese fighter to be recognized as Ring Magazine's pound-for-pound #1 fighter in history. So we're witnessing history, literally, with my dude, my bruh, my Tomodachi, Naoya Inoue. Getting on to Mr. Tapales. He's a southpaw. He's a year older than Inoue. He's an inch shorter. Inoue's got about a 2.5-inch reach advantage. Tapales, he's from the Philippines. Believe I said he's a southpaw. He was actually at the Cool Boy Steph fight. And he got in the ring right afterwards. He's gung-ho. He wants all the smoke. And he's like, yeah, let's come on with it. Now, the one bout of note from Tapales, he beat MJ Akhmadaliev, who was he was one of my favorite lower weight fighters to watch currently. And Akhmadaliev was undefeated. He had beaten Danny Roman, good little fighter. And Tapales beat him, man. Tapales beat him. And since then, he's been, since late August, he's been in Los Angeles prepping for an Inoue fight, which ain't even been signed yet. But just some of my observations of Tapales. He's well schooled. He's a polished fighter, got a real excellent southpaw jab. to the head and to the body. He stabs with it. He's got a nice looping overhand left. He's got a real good lead left uppercut. A hard right hook. Sneaky left cross. He's a heavy-handed, big calf dude. Like, that's becoming a thing for the Filipino fighters. They all got those big, swole, Pacquiao calves, and they're heavy-handed. And Marlon Tapales is no different. He's no exception to that rule. He fights within range, but yet he's never squared up to you. He's not giving you a clear target to nail. He shoulder rolls. He feints. He'll like show one hand and then fire the other. He's very slick, man. Very slick, well schooled. He's a thinking man's fighter. He can counterpunch. He can lead. He finds openings well. He uses your aggression against you. Think of the Spence Crawford fight, the way whatever Spence, it got to the point wherever he tried, whenever he opened up, Bud was already beating him to the punch with the perfect counter. Mr. Tapales, he's got some of that in him, man. He's got some of that in him. He's a real good fighter. Real good fighter. You know, he holds the phone well. Now, in the Ahmadalia fight, MJ finished stronger, but it was pretty clear to me that Marlon Tapales, he won the fight. So, I fully expect Inoue to walk away as undisputed in his second weight class. But he's going to have to work for this one. Make no mistake about it. Once we get it signed, I'll be speaking more on my dude, my bruh, my Tomodachi, Naoya Inoue. REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television, Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.